Hey all, I'm Connor, and I'm going to answer three of the questions that you had for us, all in one sort of long video. I set up a long timeline here of how the Earth formed all the way through the different ice ages. I'm going to talk about when the dinosaurs were around, and finish with how long we as humans have been here.
So here we have what I'm using to model as what's called a protoplanetary disk. So when our solar system was just starting out, it was a young little baby solar system. There were lots and lots and lots of little dust particles spread out all across the solar system and then in this big disk, sort of like these little beads floating here in the water. And then over time, as time moved on and things spun a little bit, they started to clump together.
This entire table, my wingspan here, that's the entire, this is how long Earth has been around. Now that the planets formed over here from this protoplanetary disk, we can start to see the entire timeline of the Earth, which, as far as we can tell, is 4.5 billion years old. So that's 4, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 years old. If we start at the sort of beginning here, this is after Earth has cooled down a little bit. Instead of just a bunch of space dust collecting into a big hot ball of mud, almost. It started to cool down, it's formed a little crust, like the shell of an egg, almost. And it's starting to cool down. Starting over here and just moving along. It cools down and heats up, gets hit by some asteroids. Right around here, we think the moon was formed when a very big asteroid hit the Earth and took off a chunk that just started orbiting us. Now we have the moon. If we keep going, eventually volcanoes start being active. So all the sort of crust of the Earth is pushing on the hot magma underneath. It starts spewing a lot of lava, and with that lava comes a lot of clouds, which eventually covers the entire Earth's atmosphere in a lot of dust, cooling it down until we reach our first ice age, the Huronian Ice Age, it's called. This started 2.4 billion years ago, and it ended 2.1 billion years ago. Now after a while, the clouds start falling, the dust settles, and the Earth starts warming up again, so the Ice Age ends. We continue along here, and a few billion years later, about 1 7/10 or so, 1.7 billion years later, we get to the second Ice Age here. This one only lasted about a knuckle and a half. After that one ended, we wait a little bit more and start another one. This one only lasted a few million years, so it got even shorter. This one's not even an entire knuckle length on my hand. And after just a little bit more, we get to the last ice age that the Earth had. This one lasted a little bit longer, but a lot of stuff happened during it, and life actually started forming. The oceans under all of the ice were quite warm, and life started sprouting out. So after that one ended, the dinosaurs actually popped up. This entire length of my finger here, this 10 million years or so, or a few million years, so a bit more than 10. After the dinosaurs, if we wait a few more million years, this little bit right here, right at the end, very tiny, it's less than the width of my pinky right here. This is how long humans have been on Earth. So there's been a lot of time on Earth. Honestly, humans aren't that much of it.